Hello, hello, and welcome to 2 Minutes with an ARTeater. I'm your host, Kayla Quiros. Today we have a very special guest planned for y'all, the fantastic Lisa Allin. Lisa, what is your year, major, and pronouns?
I'm in 2023 is when I'm eligible to graduate. I'm a master's student in dance, and pronouns are she, hers.
Tell me a little bit about your theater dance background.
Okay, so I've been doing it all since I was little, dancing, singing, and acting. And I grew up in Los Angeles doing that training. Got serious about my training in ballet when I was about 15. Up until then, I did a lot of tap and jazz and musical theater, a lot of song and dance. I performed actively since I was little. And then it was when I saw Irvine Valley that I decided to be serious about ballet. And that's when I started training at a professional ballet school and became stronger in that area. And still taking voice lessons and acting classes, and then eventually, as a young adult, right out of high school, I actually started out college at New York University at Tisch School of the Arts in the dance program.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, everyone knows this. After one semester, it was fantastic. I love the school, but I decided at 19 years old, or I guess I was 18 at that point, that it'd be a better idea to come back and marry the wrong guy. Yeah, wah-wah. So, oh well, but
whatever.
Yeah. So that's an important piece of information because that's part of the reason why I ended up coming to school later in life. Is that after that, I went to community colleges, and I got a lot of my general education done when I was young. And then I just got busy dancing in a ballet company and doing
Booking.
pickup work. Yeah, exactly. And I just kind of thought, well, I don't have time for everything because I was also working full time. And so I thought, well, you know what, school will always be there. Yeah. At least that's what I thought at, whatever age I was, 20 probably. And that's when I just put school aside, and not because I didn't love it. I always loved school. But to make room for a career, and that's what I did for 20 years. And I freelanced and basically did it all, including musical theater and jazz, and I don't know. I've also danced with Bugs Bunny. Just like all over the place.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How has UCI molded you as an artist even further?
Where do I begin? It has been so rich. How it has molded me. It starts with the research. We are an R1 school, and I was someone who already was insatiably curious, so it was a good fit as far as that goes. And I came into the master's program already with an understanding from what I experienced in the undergrad program as a drama student about African American history, especially as it relates to jazz. And so as far as being molded, it started with when we were in lockdown, and I was in the history of jazz music class and learning about how jazz was molded in this country. And also learning things about whitewashing, and then considering myself as a white artist in jazz and how that art form basically got appropriated and landed on me. And at the same time I'm getting that information, the event with George Floyd, with him being murdered at the hands of a white officer happened. Same week that I learned what the song Strange Fruit means, something I never considered before until it was pointed out to me by a professor here. And that really set the foundation for my thesis work, because I was not okay with that. So I made up my mind that I was going to dedicate my research to that cause. And then that led to me teaching jazz classes, and then having Dr. S. M.F.A. as well as Professor Syrian Reed and Arian Johnson as my mentors. And from there, Dr. Ray mentored me into scholarship that helped inform my praxis. And that's what then led to a more narrowed thesis topic, which was, how to draw on the original African-American jazz vernacular in a way that is socially responsible, and then create concert jazz dance with that.
On that note, I think it's time for speed round.
Oh, speed round.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, answer as fast as you can.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
Favorite Disney character?
Oh, Pocahontas.
Your favorite jazz musician?
Oh, that would be Herbie Hancock.
Favorite color?
Purple.
What sound does an anteater make?
Zot, zot, zot.
Yay! That was awesome.
Yay, did it. Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's so wonderful to have you.
Yes, my pleasure. Thank you so much, Kayla.
Of course. As always, I'm Kayla Quiros. Thanks for listening. Stay safe and zot, zot, zot.